going on, guys? Got a question about a dude asking about what he should do with his diet. He doesn't want to cut his calories any lower. He said he's on about 2,100 calories. He's got about 4 pounds to lose left. And he doesn't want to cut any down any lower because he's scared of getting metabolic damage. So I'm going to give you my answer on this topic and just give you my thoughts and opinions. So here we go. What I think he should do, / everyone should do in this situation, is just step back and assess what's happening. What I mean is, how much cardio you're doing, how active are you outside of the gym realistically? Like, by that I mean, do you sit on the couch all fucking day? Like, what's your behaviour like? Like, are you a sloth? Do you sit there just, like, not having the fucking, the energy to pull your cock? Like, or, are you G'd up all the time, getting into big conversations, going out with your mates, doing all this shit, being active, watering the garden, keeping up with your commitments, all that shit. So assess all that, and then you can move forward. But most of the time, I see with people who are on extremely low calorie diets is they tend to be sloths, man. Not just because in the gym they're not sloths. When they're doing their cardio, they're not sloths. But outside of that, they're sloths. As in, like, they talk to you like, oh, I'm on 200 carbs a day. Or, you know what I mean, they're on the couch all day, they don't have energy to watch UGs. They have nothing, man. None of that. They got none of that. They don't keep up with their commitments, they fall behind on all that work. They're so unproductive, all that bullshit. And that adds up, man. That adds up. All that expends calories. I'm pretty sure there's something called NEAT, okay? Non-exercise activity-related thermogenesis. That's pretty much what it sounds. What it's the acronym, whatever you want to call it. Activity that's not exercise-related. The thermogenesis, the caloric burn, the expenditure. So all that, and the energy you do when you're watering the garden, the energy you are when you're driving, the energy I'm burning talking to you, sitting here, doing this, getting into the conversation, my attention, how I use my brain, all that shit adds up, man. Your jitters, your twitching, all that bullshit. The amount you stand, the amount you sit. All of that's neat, okay? All of that's neat. And I'm pretty sure with all the studies, when you're in a caloric surplus, your NEAT goes up. When you're in a caloric deficit, your NEAT goes down. So to combat going extremely low calorie, you should think about trying to keep that NEAT up. I don't mean overly up, like doing more than you usually would when you're just being a normal human cunt. But, instead of sitting down all day because you're so fucking tired, stand up, man. Get into conversations, G up. G the fuck up, #glucose, G up. Get into conversations like you're eating 1,000 grams of carbs, man. If somewhere's close to you, if the supermarket's 100 metres away from your house, walk there, man. It seems like when you diet, you just drive everywhere. You're just a lazy cunt. You never want to walk. You hate walking. Walking's the devil. Walking's Satan. All this bullshit, man. Just walk more. Stand up more. Talk more. G up more. Move your hands more. Twitter more. Twitch more. All that bullshit, man. All that bullshit's going to add up. And then you'll find yourself, dieting on higher numbers. And you'll be losing weight because, you cut your calories back. You cut your carbs back. Boom. Your NEAT goes down. Energy expenditure. So your caloric intake comes down here. Your energy expenditure comes down here when that NEAT goes down because you're more lazy, okay? And it's a cycle where it just keeps going down, down, down. You want to have it like here. You want to diet high carb, so you're always glucosed out. You might not be topped up, but you're going to have enough glucose to be G'd up and keep that NEAT up. So then you're going to diet on high carbs. You're going to be more G'd up. Your NEAT's going to be higher, and then you're going to be able to lose weight and be in a caloric deficit on higher calories, okay? Boom. Question answered. As for the whole metabolic damage thing, I think you have to be in a suppressed caloric state for a long period of time. So if you're doing a mini cut or something and you're on 2,500 for like 4 weeks, you're not going to damage fuck all, man. You're not going to damage fuck all. You might get a slight adaptation, fuck all. Anytime you're in a deficit, your body's going to try and adapt to it just because you're in a deficit. It's not trying to starve itself, okay? So it's going to adapt, but you've got to be for a long period of time. I did it in like 2012 for about 4 or 5 months where I went down to like 2,600. 2,600 isn't that low, but I was on a fuckload of activity, man. On my feet all day, fuckload of activity. Was dropping like kilos a week for ages. And it only took me about 4 or 5 months to reverse out of that where I was maintaining my body weight. About kilo from where I stopped dieting up, 2 kilos maybe, on 500 carbs, lean as fuck, happy as fuck, everything was back, libido was back. And my NEAT was back, man. That's what I think what happens when you reverse, man. Your NEAT comes, the calories are coming up and you should be putting on weight, but your NEAT comes back, you're happy, you're more energetic, you talk more G'd up. So then, that level's let out. So that's the question of the day, guys. Get G'd up, glucose the fuck out. By the way, made a training video the other night, tried to upload it last night. This morning it said the processing failed. squat and deadlift video. I talk over it. Not that much footage of me squatting and deadlifting. Be a few other people in there too. If you like it, comment, because I'm going to do more of them. If you don't like it, don't comment. If you do like it, whatever, comment. Whatever you fuck want to do. Hate on it, I don't give a fuck. But, yeah, keep sending the questions in. Shout outs, like, comment, subscribe. Peace.